Welcome back, this is Serpentstare. This is Heroes Chronicles, Warlords of the Wasteland. This is week 4 of Ultimatum, week of the Eagle, which apparently doesn't have anything new to tell us. Except, of course, that there are more units. As there always should be. I am kind of rolling in dough. So this is a good time to build the Hall of Valhalla to strengthen Tarnum and any other armies he chooses to bring with him. The extra orcs may not entirely be worth the diversion over to the orc tower. However, I am going to come up here, hit up the pyramid and the Cyclops cave, and then head through this monolith one way in order to support Gondola with whatever troops I have remaining after that. I am still really curious where that monolith one way could actually put you. Pack of Naga Queens. Oh hey! Hey, I'm in that weird situation again where for some reason that I can't properly explain, I have insight as to how many creatures are here and what they're going to do. Those are both big stacks. So I'm genuinely just going to avoid them for a little while. Let's check out this pyramid. I will search. And it is golems again. Maybe it's always golems. Maybe it's always golems and maybe it's not. 60 golems. 60 quite powerful golems. I have a better army this time, though. So that should help, in theory. At least in theory, I have a better army. These Ogre Magi may be the most powerful stack, actually. My ranged units are certainly going to help me out. And my bloodlusted wolf raiders can come down here. This is Gondola, right? Yeah, no, this is Tarnum. This is Tarnum. Tarnum is doing this fight. I may want to shield my Thunderbirds. But I don't want to attack with them this turn. I may want to also shield some other unit, like my Ogre Magi. There is a method to my madness, but it involves waiting for these things to move. Except in terms of throwing things at them, that's always something that I can afford to do. Alright, now the battle is close. It's in close quarters. So my Ogre Magi can come down here and bash up those gold golems, and bash up these gold golems, quite a few of them anyway. My morale bonuses are helping me out a lot. And I can swarm these gold golems with units now that their retaliation has already been used up. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now I only have diamond golems left. They're stronger, but there are fewer of them. I've shielded these Thunderbirds for a reason. They've got to start some fights, right? I'll have goblins start that one. Use your ranged attacks to soften up the units that have not retaliated yet. now finish everything up. Okay, I lost 15 hobgoblins and 1 ogre mage. Got 3,200 experience. Expert resistance. Upon defeating the monsters, you decipher an ancient glyph on the wall, telling the secret of the spell's sacrifice. Fortunately, you do not have the wisdom to understand the spell, and you are unable to learn it. Well, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. There's a spell. There's... Who would have guessed it? There's a spell in the pyramid. But sacrifice is a 4th level spell. So Tarnum can't learn it. I can, however, blind the single stack of Cyclops so that I can take a hopefully lossless battle, or nearly lossless battle, by moving up all of my units quite close before starting the actual fight. In fact, I can have my Thunderbirds move up right next to them, and the Wolf Raiders move up right next to them, so that even when I start the fight, even if the stack that I start the fight with gets beaten down, like these goblins here, I'm not gonna get all beaten down. But even if they did, there would be other stacks there to prevent them from using a ranged attack. 16 goblins died, but I can recruit more Cyclops, which is good. And now I can come through there, but it's gonna take me a while to get back there. Unfortunate, but acceptable. And eventually I'll get Gondola back here. Gotta love the way I'm actually kind of taking my time on this scenario, which is all about moving fast, in theory. I don't really need Ballista. Guess I might as well hire that anyway. Ammo carts and Ballista. And the one which is Gondola is actually good at is first aid, of course. I don't have access to first aid tents. Fight some more diamond golems. They're willing to join us? They're willing to join us. Well, I guess they could replace the rogues. Rogues aren't that powerful. They're slower, but they're not slower than the orcs, so they're not actually going to slow us down. And they're still not going to adjust our morale, so sure. Diamond golems can join us, I guess. It's a war machine factory, that can get me a first aid tent. Week 4, Day 4. You're sitting around with your troops having your evening meal when an elderly, somewhat senile goblin says, "In case you haven't already realized, my king, it helps to visit the Learning Stone at least once. Everyone should. There's always much to be learned from them." This goblin is just like repeating messages from his youth. Or something. Things that obviously he already knows. He already knows that I'm in the habit of doing that. That's just a senile goblin being senile. Let's get one of everything. Good stuff. Now Gondola has a first aid tent. And she can start to rush back up here. Can't upgrade anything. But I can head forwards. Let's get the Naga Queens first, I suppose, because it's possible to get them on the way. Alright. Day 5. Tarnum, upgrade these Cyclops Kings. So that they can stack. Improve my army. These diamond golems are so weird. It's so weird having them around. They have the same range and damage range, roughly, as the trolls. They're similar in power to them. The troll stack and the diamond golem stack, I'm not entirely sure that having them both around is that important. And I'll have to move one. I'll take the trolls in order to give you those ogre magi. Go for it. Go for it, Gondola. Beyond these guardians lies a gateway to your land that will save you days of travel, but these Naga Queens must be defeated first. And Naga Queens are dangerous, because what with all those weapons, you cannot retaliate against them. Don't give morale bonuses, please. Good. Okay. I can, however, shoot them. Defend. Get a better shot at these ones. It's very tempting. Alright. Alright, fine. You can start that fight. Okay, how fast are they? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I move all my units out of here, they'll probably start attacking my siege engines. Because creatures in this game... Or I could just kill them, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine. We're good. Expert first aid, I'll certainly take it. Didn't come into play that time, but that's alright. Here I was thinking, you know what, I'm probably actually going to take the experience this time. Let's pick up some more morale. And head out. Let's finally take out these giants. I have lots of units now. Okay. Anything back here? No, I don't need to build these. Okay, stop building in Strong Glen. It's fine, the Strong Glen is finished. Day 6. Once again, the senile goblin who's named himself one of your advisors, he's worth a laugh at least, gives you a great piece of advice. Whenever you wander upon a mercenary camp, have all your heroes visit it, says the goblin. The training you receive there will benefit any future battles. Alright, so this guy wants to think of himself as wise. You've come upon a fight between a necromancer and a paladin. The necromancer blasts the paladin with a firebolt, bringing him to his knees. Acting quickly, you slay the evil one before the final blow. The grateful paladin gives you the cloak that saved him. The Surcoat of Counterpoise, which increases your magic resistance, which Tarnum's is already pretty good, by 10%, bringing that up to 30%, unless I am badly misinterpreting that. So, given that I don't have anybody at their maximum experience yet, I should probably bring Tarnum down here to have him visit the Learning Stone. Gondola's already seen it, of course. Did I get Gondola trained at this mercenary camp? Yes, I did. Not at that Learning Stone, though. Regardless, right now what she needs to do is learn about fighting giants. A scout returns, having barely escaped the enemy with his life. "My king," he says when he catches his breath. "I found the purple Keymaster's tent, but it's protected by giants, a formidable opponent for any army. You best make sure you can take them before you attack." Yes, I know. Of course, these don't look that big, but that's probably due to sprite limitations. No melee penalty, mind spell immunity, hates black dragons. Okay, So these ones can fire at a distance. Mind spell immunity. Hates black dragons. So does that mean that I wouldn't be able to blind them? Is that a mind spell? That spell will affect no one. Well, I guess it would be. That spell will also affect no one. Alright. I could make them unlucky. I still don't know what that does. You can also teleport. You can also teleport some baddies right next to him. But you know what? Yep. You don't have a problem with melee? Well, have some melee then. Could do that. Could do that with my Wolf Raiders. I think I want to use Misfortune and find out what that does. That's about a third of my hobgoblins down there. However, they've already taken their turn. I just want to wait for the regular giants to get closer to me. There we go. Fire on them and move forward. Lost almost all my goblins again. But then this was slated to be a difficult fight. Keep valiantly fighting there, you little buddies. You're doing a good job. Hey, these are really hanging in there. And there's the win. Crest of Valor. After freeing a princess of a neighboring kingdom from the evil clutches of despicable slavers, she awards you with a Crest of Valor. Because she can do that, she's a princess. That makes perfect sense to me. I took some losses, but I didn't take horrific losses. So I can head on out of here. Day 7, Tarnum, study the Learning Stone. And both of us can head out back towards our own lands, if that is indeed where this goes. Hey, yeah, it was so close to our own lands that I didn't even really notice that archway there. Alright. Alright. And since it is day 7, Hall of Valhalla helping me out there. My city is built up, but I can take some more troops with me for the final piece of my fight once the week takes over. Join me then.